She was found murdered near Lake Mead in 1994. Her son was a baby. 30 years later, he finally learned who killed his mother. In 1994, 30-year-old Melonie White was found murdered near Lake Mead in Las Vegas, the victim of a violent attack that left her family devastated and searching for answers. But despite an extensive investigation, no suspect was identified, and the case gradually went cold as leads dried up and the trail went cold. Melonie's son was just a baby when she was killed, and he grew up without a mother, always wondering what had happened and who was responsible for taking his mother away from him. For nearly 3 decades, the case remained one of Las Vegas's most frustrating unsolved mysteries, with investigators periodically revisiting the evidence but never finding the breakthrough they needed to identify a suspect. In 2024, a volunteer group called the Vegas Justice League, dedicated to solving cold cases in the Las Vegas area, decided to fund new genetic testing for Melonie's case, believing that advances in DNA technology might provide the breakthrough that traditional methods had not. The group sent evidence from the crime scene to an advanced forensic laboratory, which was able to develop a DNA profile from the preserved samples. And using genetic genealogy, they traced the profile to a family tree that led them to Arthur Lavery, a local man who had died in 2021. When investigators examined Lavery's background, they discovered that he had lived in the Las Vegas area at the time of Melonie's murder and had a criminal history, though he had never been a suspect in the original investigation. DNA testing confirmed that Lavery's DNA matched the evidence from the crime scene, providing definitive proof that he was Melonie's killer, though he would never face trial for his crime. Melonie's son, now an adult with children of his own, expressed immense relief at finally knowing who killed his mother, and he thanked the Vegas Justice League and the investigators who had worked to solve the case. The case demonstrated the power of volunteer organizations and community involvement in solving cold cases, as well as the importance of preserving evidence for future testing as technology advances. Arthur Lavery thought he had gotten away with murder, that dying meant his secrets would be safe. But DNA technology finally revealed his identity, proving that no killer can hide forever from the genetic evidence they leave behind. Melonie White's murder was solved 30 years after her death, and while her son will never see her killer in court, he finally has the answers he deserved.